Addiction? Pain.
Are you ready?
Obviously, you're a little, aggravated by the line of questioning regarding Canelo.
I don't want to touch this, dirty, so bad. I don't want to touch his name.
I'm working on feeling the art of humbleness. Can you be with me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. I don't want that person to come out, because when he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all. It must sound cool, like I'm a tough guy. It's just, I hate that I'm scared.
It would be awesome to, be in a great war. Maybe with a Mexican.
Let's go! Wait,
I have to put the joke.
No, hey.
Thank you for playing, man. I appreciate
Good
you.
timing, man.
Can't put predictions, man, but I definitely don't want to leave it to the judges.
Muy buenos días a todos. Good morning, everyone. And welcome 2023, ladies and gentlemen. We are LongLiveBoxing and
You guys look familiar.
EnVivo podcast con Manny siempre en vivo Marrero.
Con el gringo Hixa.
Hopper.
We're going to break it down like it is, like it should be. Appreciating everyone for all support. No, we've never left at all. We just took a slight break, didn't we?
Yeah, man, we took a break. Man. We're back. We're bringing boxing talk back to the mornings to you guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got a lot to talk about, man. Want to get right to it. A lot of big names.
There's nothing to it.
Very excited to get to it. Our brother Manny right there is hanging on.
You all right, Manny? Look like parece la muerte, carnal.
Oh, man. Hey, we just got
Hang it in there, man.
An update from Manny's liver.
God, if you listen, hell.
I'm telling you, drinking coffee wakes me up. But it was a fantastic.
Gotta live it up while you're young.
It was a fantastic vacation. I had over 20 days off. I've been to work since the 17th of December, so
Wow.
I am not ready to get back on Monday, but I think I am, and I should.
That's when you got the
Yeah, man. Big feria. Man, making it rain. So speaking of things that we enjoy, boxing. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's get to it right now. What's up? Hey, yo. Photographer de la gente, Esme in the house.
Esmeralda.
Man, the
Happy
queen.
New Year, fam. Happy New Year.
New Year. Happy 2023.
Indeed.
So let's get right to it, man. Because you're the one that's the most sober, I think.
Who?
Hopper. What's your thoughts?
Really?
I woke up drunk. I woke up still
And
intoxicated.
it's just the beginning. We got the Cowboys at 3.
Oh, we haven't.
What's up,
Dímelo,
Steven?
Steven. Oye.
Steven!
Hey,
Ringside Ruiz.
ringside, man. So what's going on, man? So what'd you take away from last night? What's your big takeaways, man?
Oh man, well let's not bury the lead like we like to say on this show. Baby, Tank Davis is back.
Take Davis.
No, what a good fight. Hector Luis Garcia, he made a good account for himself, but like we always say, that power that Tank Davis has, that's special power that he has. And actually, I was a little more impressed with Tank in this fight because he did some things that I hadn't seen him do in previous fights, like the little nuances like switching stances, trying to set traps. He's always had that explosive hand speed and the power, but there's other facets to his game that he's you can tell he's worked hard in the gym, and props to him. I know he got into that drama of getting arrested with his baby mama drama or whatever's going on, but that's out of the ring business, and we're here to talk strictly what's in the squared circle. So whatever opinions you have of Tank Davis outside of the ring, well, hey, I mean, hey, that's your business. But inside the ring, Tank is a special fighter, man. Tank is good, very entertaining. The fight was sold out. What is it? 19,000 something, 700 people there to watch Tank. Hell, there was a fight within the fight. That's the first time I've ever seen the actual fight stop because people were fighting ringside, and unconfirmed, but rumblings were that it was Meek Mill or somebody, Meek Mill, right? The rapper.
Meek Mill and Gary Russell Jr.
Yeah, he was fighting. They were fighting ringside. It was them fighting. Honestly, I didn't when it happened. I didn't know who it was, what was going on. But they're saying this morning that it was Meek. He was getting into it with Russell over the fight results. I'm like, dude, just watch the damn fight.
Yeah, Meek was getting on Gary Russell for not fighting him, over a year. But everybody else was like, "Come on, man, that's what he does."
Also, that's for sure. You've seen that going around. You just getting a jerk, gringo. Same.
The dad jokes, man. I gotta say,
yeah. So, but yeah, no. And then Tank felt like the atmosphere was electric. Tank did his thing. Hector Luis Garcia was giving a good account of himself for as long as he lasted, but then that left just blinded him. And we haven't heard anything as far as injuries, but pretty sure something in there is broke.
Yeah,
I mean, to just quit on your store like that and say you can't see, no mas. Yeah, no, something. He's got some kind of severe injury on that face, and that.
Yeah, he definitely took a lot of damage, and he was hurt. He didn't go down, but I mean, he was close to going down. Yeah. And people put the word out there. You can, as you said, quit and not continue, but not be a quitter. But you're in the impression, Hopper, that he was probably suffered some damage there.
Oh yeah, I mean, and like I said, I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV, but I mean,
that'd be great.
When you get hit like that flush, and your instant reaction is no puedo ver, I can't see, and that's pretty much telling your trainer, hey, you better stop this fight, man. I can't see. He's gonna bust up my other eye. So and hey, the safety of the fighters is important, and a lot of people are gonna give him crap because he quit, but. I mean, until you get your orbital bone broken, I don't think you're ever going to know what they're going through. So just live to fight to see another day. He was moving up a division. He's the 130-pound champion. 135 wasn't his division's first time fighting, and he got to fight somebody like Tank. So, that's kind of per the normal of Tank's fights, making guys move up in weight, catch weight. Hey, he's the A side.
That's kind of like the shit I don't like.
It is. I mean, I'm glad you said it, Manny, and I'll back you up on it. Hey, our first agreement for 2023. That's
wow. This is getting great. Yeah, we're starting on the right track. We should be more consistent on this.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it is kind of it was weak sauce forcing him to move up from 130 pounds to 135 pounds. But hey, we still watch. So
no, and you brought up a lot of great points as usual, my brother. Some nuggets with some sweet sauce, but some things that stood out to me as well that I like your take on. And I actually can't believe that I'm bringing this up because usually you're the one to bring this name up, but hard, I gotta say it. Do you feel that the offense, not defensively, but offensively, as far as how he was throwing the jab out there, kind of flicking it, but as far as especially when he was launching into the uppercuts and going on the inside, did you see? I gotta be honest. A lot of the offensive attack that I saw from Tank last night reminded me a lot of Canelo.
They do have. Look at Manny's face. Ooh. They do have kind of a similar style though. And Canelo loves himself some Tank. He used to send them those boxing gloves until Floyd got mad and forced them not to fight in Canelo's gloves anymore. But no, they do have similar fighting styles where they start off slow. They'll lose the early rounds, but they've got very high ring IQ and power. So that's what kind of bails both of these guys out. A lot of times, even Canelo sometimes gets outboxed. Tank does as well. He'll get tagged and he'll get hit early on, but he's just deciphering, putting everything, all the information. And then once that power catches you, I mean, it's a wrap. It takes us a few punches, clean flush punches. And just like yesterday in round 8 with Hector Luis Garcia, that was it. Once that left landed, it was over. So they do have similar fighting styles.
I was making sure I wasn't crazy. And for consistency in the show, even in 2023, we gotta mention the name.
And we already mentioned Canelo. Look at that. What a show. We are truly back, baby.
It feels great. Let's comment real quick, and then we'll get some thoughts from my brother Manny as he sobers up. All right, so Remy, actually it does matter what happens outside the ring because it's possible Tank loses his trial next month. Now, That's very true.
That's fair. But I'm strictly just wanting to focus on in the ring. That's fair. That's fine. It does.
It is.
Of course, it matters. Everything out of the ring. That's fine. Yeah.
But I think what happens
is we want to talk about what's in the ring. You know?
Yeah. Remy's point is more towards like, you know, when Tank's gonna get that credibility, right? That he's an elite boxer, he can fill up the stadium, right? He's got the fan base. However, he can lose some of these fans because of the outside drama that is happening outside the ring. And then on top of that, all the concerns about certain fights being made from whether are we going to really see the top 135 pounders fight together. You know, one of the things that I when I heard this fight was made, it was like, how in the world you're going to come from 130 move up to 135? Is this just a drama that happens all the time for Tank? Are we going to continue to see? We saw Mario Barrios, we saw Leo Santa Cruz. We saw everyone that actually fights Tank for the last year or so has had to move up. So for me, the match, never saw the match that was equally. Now, I think they were very strategic in when they started marketing this fight, because it all started, we're doing a tune-up for Ryan Garcia. So the mentality from the fans are completely shifted away to the points like, okay, cool, it's a tune-up. A lot of people gave Hector Garcia some, opportunities to probably do something. We all knew what was going to happen. And I do agree with you, Hopper. Early this morning, I had to do my due diligence and I watched the fight early this morning what I could. But the reality is one of the things I did see Tank Davis be patient. You know what I mean? He knows, he understands he loses a lot of rounds. In the last few fights, he was losing against Romero. He was losing against, Mario Barrios. But he was patient enough to know that I'm going to break him down. And this is what Tank's doing to you. He's going to break him down, whether it's upstairs or downstairs, into the point that you're going to be able to quit. You know what I mean? And I think that's even worse than the brutal knockout, because he's making you, part ways with the hard training and everything you've done to get into this fight. For Hector Garcia, man, in República Dominicana, it's pimping. You got a nice payday out of nowhere. Highlight of his career, a loss, but he actually did win. A very nice payday for him, and I think he probably, earned, a lot of fans. But who cares? He's gonna go back to 130, and he's a champion. So I mean, it's a nice payday. I take it. I think the fans did take it as well, and I gotta give props to Tank, man. I mean, I gotta tell you something, bro. We give a lot of shit to him, but the boy can definitely attract some people and can fill up the stadium. Oído Crawford, something I don't think you can do. So let's not talk BS about, the poor kid. I hope that he continues to improve. I just hate the fact that you're waiting for someone that's got a 2-second punch and you're losing a lot of rounds every time you fight. But, at the end of the day, opponents makes styles. And so sometimes you're going to get someone in front of you that you're going to attack pretty easy. Or sometimes you're going to get someone that's going to give you, the run for your money. But I think Tank ultimately, preparation, 135, he made the weight fine, 134. So you got to give him props to that too as well. A lot of people say that he's not prepared or he's not committed. He is committed. And I think right now, everyone's going to be ready and waiting for that chance to finally see two of the top of the league 135 pounds going at it in Ryan Garcia. He's ready. Everyone's ready. I think it's too soon to talk about that, but at the same time,
never too soon.
I was away.
I'm gonna get my prediction right now.
I can't even make a prediction right now, but all I can say is that 2023, if that fight happens, sometime this year, it's gonna be one of the best fights. I'm probably without a title though, on the 135 pounds.
Yeah, I think I saw Oscar De La Hoya last night say something about April.
Yeah,
they had April 17, 10.
This is great. Listen, also this is good. Like some people talked about shit about De La Hoya, PBC. Man, these guys are making these fights happen. And so now with Ryan Garcia also, Tank Davis, I'm not sure who he's with right now, but making these fights happen on the big stage, this is what the fans want. Take that politic BS out of the way and just let these guys fight, because they do want to fight. But of course, the interest in the money, popularity, the AOB side, that gets ahead of a lot of people. And this is why we haven't seen one of the biggest fights that we should be entertained with, which is Crawford and Spence. I have that one.
Yeah, absolutely. You brought up a great point, bro.
Yeah, you mentioned the Crawford Spence.
I had to mention. It's like Canelo. You mentioned Canelo, you got to mention Crawford and Spence. You know that.
That's fair. But but what also is fair is also to take a look at the numbers.
I cannot believe my eyes.
I can. The numbers don't always add up when it comes to Tank Davis.
Tank Garcia. Whoa.
Yeah. Well, I have the matchup already in my head, but no, I see that versus Hector Luis Garcia, that you look at the numbers really quickly, and we see that the total punches, that were landed were 99 out of 239 for Tank Davis. 22 to the body, 41%. That's a solid clip for overall.
Yeah. Look at that power. 53% of power punches.
Yeah.
What do we always say? When you're hovering around 50% of your power punches, you're doing some damage.
Yeah.
And also one thing I want to touch on about Hector Luis Garcia is my background. I don't mean to cut you off, but he was fighting a good fight. He was mobile, he worked in the ring, and then something happened around the 4th through the 5th round where he decided to play into Tank's fight. He decided to play into Tank's game plan, where he started exchanging in the center of the ring, which I immediately thought that was unwise. Like, bro, you're not going to win a fight exchanging.
I think Tank makes people do that, and everyone gets caught up in that moment.
Not wise at all in Hector Luis Garcia's part.
Not at all.
Yeah. That's just playing right into Tank. What Tank wants you to do.
Yeah, everyone does it. I mean, man, one of the fights that I really see that they got caught up in the trap was Leo Santa Cruz.
Leo was bringing it to him. The whole fight, though. It was a little different because Leo came at him since round one.
Yeah.
And then Tank just timed him, threw that uppercut, and it was night.
Yeah. So as we said, because a lot of people were saying as far as like the number of punches that were landed in, let's take a look at this. So as far as like the rounds, if you just go not who won, but just as far as like the numbers, who landed more. So Garcia landed more in 2. He landed 7 compared to Tank 6. He doubled them up.
That first round was for both guys.
Yeah. I mean,
they're just
feel out round.
Dancing.
But then you see the increase on Tank Davis' side, and then he explodes in 8. He was ready to close the show, and he pretty much did.
That's that 4th round where Hector was just decided to stay in front of him, and Tank's eyes got big. He said, "Oh, you want to just stand here in front of me? I don't have to chase you."
Oh, he got him.
And he started kind of teeing off a little bit, and that 4th round, I think they're gonna look back on Team Garcia, and they're gonna say, "What the hell were we doing? Why we stand there?"
Yeah, definitely. So let's get to some of these comments here. We appreciate you guys listening in on the live and also on the audio version on the podcast. Appreciate you. Feels good to be back in your mouth.
What's up, my boy Brandon?
What's up, fellas? What's up, brother? Much love.
How the Nets doing?
Tank put on a great power punching performance yesterday. Kid is special. One of the all-time great power punches.
That's hard to argue against.
Well, in the lower classes divisions, of course, at 135, I have to give it up to him. I just think
good morning, Miss Denise.
I just think that he does really need to diversify himself into have a little bit more defense and being able to do other things like he did last night in order to beat someone that can definitely take a punch, and on top of that, they can counter you. We've never seen him like that, but we've seen him lose a lot of rounds just because he's just trying to get that 2-second punch, and it can cost him. So until then, we do expect a lot of improvement from Tank, especially if Garcia is his next opponent.
Yeah, and a great point right there. That I think a lot of people are kind of missing as far as like what Tank actually is. When you go see him, you're going to see power, explosion, excitement, and then the unexpected.
And it'll be a competitive fight because he's going to get hit. That's the thing with Tank.
Right. So when people are saying like, "Oh, being critical, I'm disappointed, I expect more," if you notice, they're talking more on the defensive side.
That's the boxing culture, bro. That's the box. That's just how it is. It's if the guy doesn't knock him out in 1 round, he's exposed. Just take a look at.
You didn't perform the way.
And we'll get into it, but just take a look at Boots right now. Boots is being highly criticized right now. He's the co-main of 8, and we'll get into it unless you want to talk about it right now. But
let me get to this comment, and then we will get to Sir Boots. Excuse me. So Stephen Ruiz, Tank is like Wilder. Once
that's
one,
his power. That's very fair, Mr. Ruiz.
My point.
He gives away rounds.
Yeah, wow. That's what we've talked about. He was losing to Leo. He was losing.
But here's the thing, though, too. What could be devastating on that is because you have the house fighter, prize fighter, you have superstar in the making in Tank, where I mean he's a pay-per-view star, and a lot of people were telling me, Manny, I'm going to waste my money on this. I'm like, I hear you. I am not the one who's going to sit down and pay for this one. I am sorry, but at the same time, now I can see why they hype, why people really
I
support.
enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole card,
and
actually.
contributes to it because he is a showman. And that's what people want to see. You want to see the knockout artist, but you want to see the trash talking, and you want to see him getting into that level because things are starting to cook around in the 135, and so people are wanting to tune in and get excited about it and see what happens.
No, absolutely, man. Great, man. Manny's on fire today.
Oh,
Man,
he's on fire. Maybe you should jump on hungover all the time.
Hungover Manny!
He's even agreeing with me. Hey, I know Cano's happy. I know Cano's happy. He's a huge Tank fan. Huge Tank.
As should. I'll go ahead and give Cano his credit, as she should. He is the source. But he's been on Tank for a minute.
Yeah, he's been on that Tank bandwagon for a good while, man.
It's not just...
It's not for show. It's not recency.
I thought I was gonna give a lot of shit to Tank, to be honest.
We know Manny's a hater. We know this. Yeah, he's a Tank hater.
I hate it.
Yep.
I hate the fact sometimes some of these fights, but you got to take it easy as a fan. You have to be patient enough for things to start to get and develop, organically. And then we know for a fact we're gonna have a massive big showdown with Tank Davis. And that's what gets people excited, right? When you hear about someone that is a knockout artist, it attracts. Look at Wilder when he was 40-0, knocking everyone out, right? 41, unfortunately, he knocked out. He lost, but people tuned in to Wilder when he had 32, 33 fights because he knew he was knocking people out, and that attracts people, and that's what Tank's doing. He just needs to get things to a higher level.
Very carefully
to solidify his fan base. I mean, fan base is there. But can you imagine, bro? This little kid, 135, and filling up little stadiums like this. I gotta tell you, there's got to be something special.
Oh yeah,
it's not weather.
That's a shout out too. Let's give credit where it's due, man. I know we give these guys a hard time, but the way they promoted Tank, the way they've brought him up, let's not deny it. He's been very carefully maneuvered. It is what it is. He makes guys move up divisions. He's fighting these guys that he's expected to knock out. But Mayweather is smart about the promotions. I don't think he's with Mayweather aniteanor. I'm not quite sure 100% what's going on there.
Who is he?
He says he's not, and blah blah blah. Anyways, but yeah, credit to the team Mayweather for turning him into a star, because that's what he is. He's a star.
No, he definitely is. Let's go ahead and get to some of these star comments we got from the people listening in. Appreciate you guys so much. So Brandon says Tank brings the celebs out too.
The Wizards were there. Kyle Kuzma was there.
Yeah, man, for sure. And that's a good call. And hey, and that matters.
Steven Jackson was there too. But
well, I mean, remember
the NBA guys.
Mr. Lee says great commentary as always. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Much love. Check-ins in the mail, Mr. Neese. We love you.
He loves Tank. Ooh,
yelling at us, guys. He's an
Who wins that fight? Tank against Shakur. Tank against Shakur or against Devin Haney? Those three guys against Ryan.
There's so many good fights right now.
Who wins those fights?
You can't say Devin Haney around Manny. He's gonna lose it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you hate my boy Devin Haney.
Oh man,
it's just me and you, Devin, against the world. Me and Devin Haney.
Shout out to D-Style, man. Always supporting and inviting us to their Trial Round Table. And I had a conversation. First thing I started talking was about was Devin Haney, and the reason I started talking about Devin Haney is because we have to have a lot of respect for doing things that are not 100% benefiting you the way that you think you deserve certain things, and he has done it. And not to mention, he's about to close down a deal for one of the biggest fights in 2023 with his Lomachenko. So with that, okay, he can go many different routes, but he's not putting the crappy, shitty, battle of negotiations like Crawford and Spence. And people are going to admire that. And when things get done really quickly, now you start growing that fan base, and people get excited because you don't make them wait. So this is why I tell people Haney needs a lot to improve in certain areas. Yes, I've talked to him before that he's a little bit boring at times, but that's just his style. And then I think we're about to see somewhere and I know I got in a lot of trouble, but when I say a lot of clinching, when I say, boring, it's just staying there and playing defense until you can finally attack. But that's a strategy. And that's his strategy. Is it very entertaining to see him like a Tank Davis fight? No. But at the end of the day, do not bet against Devin Haney. It's like in Mayweather. You bet against Mayweather, you lose. You bet against Alabama, you lose. I mean, this is that type of shit right here. You cannot bet against Mayweather.
No, and that's coming from a guy that's
especially the guy right here behind me. He was nice enough to take a picture with me, and for my background. He's gonna have to get his shit together, bro.
No, he's gonna have to definitely bring it. That's definitely fair. Again, Miss Denise,
Devin Haney.
I would like to see Tank step up his competition though, and hopefully he does. Hopefully that Garcia fight.
Well, that Ryan Garcia
fight, that's
for sure
moving up. I mean, that's gonna be a big payday. I know people are still reluctant, like wait and see, which I get because Ryan is the pullout king. What can we say? Well, in some ways. So Remy, Wilder gets rounds taken away. He doesn't give them away. Oh, that's very fair.
That's a different. I mean, he jabs more. He's cautious and he does, protect himself when it comes to round by round.
Low level competition to make Tank look good, Remy.
Well, I don't think Hector Luis Garcia was low level competition. He was just not fighting at his natural weight. He wasn't fighting at 130 pounds. If he's fighting at 130 pounds, I think it's a different fight. That's for sure. Yeah. But forcing him to go 135 pounds for the first time against a power puncher like Tank, that's why he was a 16-1 underdog or something like that.
16-1.
I mean, this is a nice payday, bro. I think it was when it was called a tune-up fight for Ryan Garcia. I think it was a little bit more than a tune-up because we know what Hector can and it's able to do. But man, and this is why I was so upset because when you try to balance both of them, that Tank has more. Even if Garcia had, and I think he had a pretty good chin, but even though he had more power to really counterpunch and try to get Tank Davis caught up somewhere, still, no one gave Hector a chance. To be honest, no one. If you gave Hector Garcia a chance, I mean, you live in Santo Domingo.
Say it.
I
gave him a chance. I gave him like a 10% chance. I gave him. He was there telling me there's a chance. I gave him a chance, but.
All right, so got some more of these comments here. Much love, guys. Appreciate it. So we got.
Hey, I call it 6-round knockout. So I was very close. I thought it'd be gone soon. So I'm like, there you go, Hector. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, shout out to Shakur because his father is his pops is from
Rivera.
So I got Shakur over all of them.
Ooh, hey.
I'm saying that. It's hard to argue against that.
Yeah.
Miss Denise says 50-50 fight against Haney.
I do that. Nice. I do that. I go all into as well in Shakur, but he has to come up there and
do you think Shakur is a more important fighter, Manny?
130 pounder.
Okay, Manny, water gun to your head. Shakur versus Tank right now. What do you got?
Shakur versus Tank?
Right now. The end of the year.
Like I just said right now, Shakur's coming up for 130. He does great. But can he take a big punch like that? I don't know. I think he gets a little bit smarter, but who's got the better IQ? Who's got the best speed? And that will be Shakur. But at the same time, does Shakur has the power to knock out Tank? You need to knock out Tank. And Tank would be very difficult. I think the only person at 135 pounds, in my eyes, that can actually do that is Ryan Garcia. The speed, the strength, the youth, the poise, the hate, and the bullying that these two guys have had for quite some time makes it very interesting. And I think the only person who can knock out Tank Davis will be Ryan Garcia. I don't think the other one's got the power to do it. Tank takes a lot. He does.
Yeah, that's fair, man. That's fair. All right, so Remy says Shaky has
Shakur. He probably meant Shakur.
Yeah, he's got it. Danny Morero, hello everyone. Let's hope we get some great fights this year. Yeah, definitely, man. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. I feel like we're on our way. Well, what's potentially in the mix for some good fights to happen? Remy Tank has skills for sure. Absolutely. All right. Yeah. So
my concern would be is that if it goes to the scorecards, to a Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis scorecard, who do you think it's going to win it?
Whoever's promoting it, so it looks like it's the PBC promotion.
The house, exactly.
That's
the point. Man. Is it going to be a very fair judging decision?
Yeah, that's interesting, man. I think I've gone. I think I've said it before. I think Shakur and Devin probably both give Tank some major problems. I think they'll probably end up coming out winning it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with Kano. I think Shakur kind of beats them both. Actually, I think. But I think Shakur and Devin, damn, that'd be a dream matchup or a boring matchup for Manny. I don't know which way you look at.
No,
Shakur versus Devin.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a boring match at all. I think
that'd be a high level chess match like you've never seen before.
Yeah, that would be phenomenal.
That would be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So, Kano Local Sports, the source says,
Ryan is getting destroyed.
God damn.
Destroyed.
But hey, like we said,
I don't see it destroyed, but can that 2-second punch hit Ryan. I mean, Luke Campbell did it. So Tank
hey, you watch your mouth with Luke Campbell, sir.
Hey, it doesn't matter. That's what Brandon says. Don't matter. Remember.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, when De La Hoya won 10 rounds. That's right.
La espinita, mira, Hopper la espinita y le sacó la espinita, güey.
Oh man.
Tank beats Haney bad. Ooh.
Where is all this hate coming from? Oh, man, that's right.
Man, people hate my boy Haney, man.
The Queen is in
Me and you, Devin, against the
world.
world.
He ain't no paper champ no more.
Me and you, Devin.
Comment real quick, and then we'll get to our man Boots. All right, Boots and Boogie. Photographer de la Gente, Esme. Shout out to the Queen, man. She helped sponsor our show for many years. We love her.
Thank you. Esme.
Yeah. So if anybody wonders why the show's still on, you know who to blame. Also has
all you guys for all your support, man.
That he's
thank you always tuning in. It's not easy to tune in on Sunday on a family day, right? And you guys are always with us, commenting and keeping things, loose, interesting in the chat.
No, absolutely. So again, Esme says Shakur also has that inside fire that he's just not giving up, and if he loses, he lose with a bang. Now that's fair too. Going out on the shield,
and Shakur can change his style though, like he did against the Marine. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Jamal Herring.
Jamal Herring, yes, where he Shakur came out aggressive against him.
Yeah, that was
him down. That was a fun Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, I like that version of him. I don't know if he could do that against everyone, but it definitely worked for him against Herring. So again, he's yelling at us because his cap
all caps.
El Cano Loco Sports. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Ryan is an open target. The way he keeps his chin up, that's true. Tank destroys him easy. All right,
easy.
Man, hey yo. Photographer de la Gente, Esme.
Easy, so means like he won't last as long as
one round. One round in your face, Manny.
Damn. One round. I mean, you mean like Hector Garcia fought him? Is going to fight a much better fight that Ryan can do? Oh my God,
man. Okay,
I mean, I can get here, bro. I'm in the tank bus. I'm in the tank bus right now. Bring me the tank bus.
Puerto Rico against Puerto Rico. Give me a shot.
I'll take it. I'll celebrate with the tank manias out there.
All right, so let's get to this comment real quick. Let's see if my brothers agree. So, Esme, who we love, I think Garcia knocks him down, but not out. Do you guys agree with that?
I don't know, man. I got it. Okay, let me ask you. I'm gonna answer that question with the question. That wasn't a question; it's a statement.
Question against question.
Has Tank ever been dropped?
Never. Not even a sparring.
Has he been? Have you ever seen him where you're thinking, "Oh, he's hurt"?
Never.
He's got a chin.
I saw once.
I mean,
not hurt him completely, but I think
see him
did a
get
good
dropped. It's gonna be hard for me to say. I mean, yeah, I know it's boxing; it can happen, but I don't know, man. To say that Garcia's gonna knock him out or even drop him, it might be a stretch. I think at this point,
I believe it. I believe Ryan can do his. No, but Ryan can do that. The speed of that. The speed. Remember, he's a little slower than Ryan, and that left hook is just immortal. So Ryan, if Ryan can take that punch at any given point, and he can be smart when he counter punches, I think he can definitely damage Tank like no one's ever damaged him before.
The way to beat
and it's
Tank,
a possibility.
I'm
not saying that neither are going to destroy right now. I think for me, it's too premature to really call something out. I want to see the fight being done, completely sealed, boom, and then we'll think about certain things. But I think right now, to be honest, isn't Ryan doing a tune-up also coming in short?
No, he's not. He's not, right?
So he's going straight to the fight.
He was going to do one, yeah.
And so that's the thing, though.
But here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. The way I say it, because in order for Ryan Garcia to actually drop him, that means he's going to have to exchange, and that's not very smart to do against Tank. The way to beat Tank, power fighter like that, is to box him on the outside, hit him with the jab, pepper him with jab. It's in Manny's the way Manny says it. It's got to be a boring fight. In order to beat Tank, you got to fight a boring style. You got to work the ring. You got to hit him with the jab. You got to clinch whenever you get close. You don't want to stand there and exchange with Tank Davis.
You got to be flawless for 12.
If in order for Ryan to, as you say, drop him or hurt him, he's going to have to stand there and expose himself. And we all know about that chin where he keeps it up high. And
like he's looking at
I don't know. I just can't see Ryan Garcia falling into that kind of trap like Hector did, where Hector just decided to throw his game plan out the window and stay in the middle of the ring. I think for me,
Hector, though, gassed out a little bit. I think Hector gave everything, in the first few rounds, and then later on, I don't think he had anything left.
If you're going to beat Tank, You're gonna be you have to be really smart about it because Tank's high IQ level fighter, power. Yeah. So you're gonna have to work the ring. You're gonna have to.
But you don't need power to.
Shakur can do that. Devin can do that. Can Ryan do that? We got I'm more convinced that Shakur and Devin can outbox Tank for the whole 12 rounds than Ryan. Ryan, is he disciplined enough to keep that chin down, to jab, to not let that dog in him want it, like when you get hit, I'm gonna hit him back. Hey, that's
take the hit, reset, and then come back. And I think he'll do that. I mean, he'll do that. I think he will. I think
it's an exciting fight, man, and respect to both guys.
We're excited for you. Hey, got us talking about it.
Fucking 135 is our favorite.
Hey, thanks so much, man. Lee Groves, it's an honor for you guys, for you to check in. A fighter with high work rate and a solid chin can take advantage of Tank's deliverance start. With Ryan's there to bolt out of the corner and flood the zone with punches.
Be smart.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Is he gonna change his game plan up to where he's gonna have to stand in the center of the ring with Tank?
And the same thing Shakur too.
I don't think that's wise,
because they almost have almost the same style.
Even if you're blocking Tank's punches, they're hurting. They're scoring,
he's getting massive in the body too. Did
he
you
has
see
that
those right the body punches he was doing?
He's like a mini Canelo. Like if Canelo lands, and if you block a Canelo punch, like Callum Smith did, where he had the bicep on another bicep here, where Canelo just kept landing. That's what Tank does. That's what Tank does as well.
I'm more excited about Canelo.
He had a kiloid on his bicep.
Freaking bicep.
Yeah, his bicep.
He brought the bicep because he wanted to bring Canelo shit conversation.
Hey, I'm just finding correlations between Tank and Canelo.
I mean, they're there. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to the rest of these comments, and we'll get to our next topic, I think.
Siggity miggity.
Hey, yo, Brandon, Shakur Pop has improved, definitely.
I think Shakur's taking a lot more chances now. He's changing his style. He wants to be a little more fan-friendly, so that's what Shakur. I think he's always had the pop. It's just the fighting style that he wants to be a little more entertaining, like he did against Jamal Herring.
I just have to go for a more complete boxer when that time comes, and I think for me, Ryan could be. Could be.
Dang.
But who would be a much better star? In that fight, the winner. Who would be? Would that be Tank if he beats Ryan, or Ryan if he beats Tanks? Who will become a much better, huge? I hope
this is what we could hope for. I hope they fight 3 times.
I think they will.
Where it's an exciting trilogy rivalry like Fury and Wilder boxing.
And non-title too, because Ryan doesn't really
Triple
give a fuck about titles.
Fury, Wilder.
That's the thing about it. I like that.
I'm hoping they both fight. They give an entertaining fight, and it's a controversial decision, so they have to do it again. And then they do it one more time. I would love
Chocolatito Estrada.
I mean, Chocolatito Estrada. I mean, I don't know about 3 times, but I think they'll definitely fight more than once. I could see
4 times.
Wow. Okay.
Not 5, not 6, not 7.
So freaking good, bro.
All right, so let's gauge.
I'm down, LeBron.
Puerto Rican Rum. Salute to the panel, man. Salute to you, brother, for always tuning in. Much love. Facts. Kano Ryan keeps his chin up. Odd. He better fix it, or else Tank will KO him bad. I'd argue with that. Esme, I think Photographer de la Gente. I think outside the ring, Tank would get him.
Ryan does seem very easily triggered, like very like. I don't know if he
the
does
post
it
real quickly he did last night. He's done. I know what I mean. He's done. It's just part of him taking the spotlight when it's really Tank's night. And so when you're trying to deviate attention to you, a little bit of selfish. Because I can't say, no one can say Tank is done from last night. No. Just because you're hurt because the opponent wasn't to the same level as Tank, I get it, but he's not done. Come on.
Yeah, man. He's getting fired up. And he's sobering up, too.
Fired up, man. Ryan Garcia's #1 fan over here. I never knew. It's crazy.
I love it.
Just this Tank party bus is pretty awesome, man.
Kano, Loco Sports. Yelling at us still. Hector Garcia is tougher opponent than Ryan.
Stop yelling at us. My head hurts. Look, Esmeralda, you too? You gonna hate on my boy like that?
Oh, Manny, do you see that? Do you see that?
Team Devin all the way, baby.
Team Devin?
Yep, that's my boy.
Okay.
Look at the comment. Look at the comment. Check it out.
Okay.
How you feeling?
I'm Phil.
I'm Phil. I'm Phil.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
I love it as well. I love it as well. Oh my God, I'm so I know the comments. Love you guys. We love you more. All right. She's laughing emoji. Ryan, Esme, I fall asleep watching Haney.
Remy, you too.
Hey,
my boy Haney.
In that fight, the adrenaline would be high. I feel if Tank wobbles, it's because of he was off the floor or off balance, and Ryan would take advantage. All right, that's fair. No, she's thought about this. Esme has dreams about fights. That's why she's so amazing.
Well, I mean, she's on point.
Ryan doing that good with Goosen.
He seems to be sparring a worse caliber of fighter. Hey, Esme knows that she's in the know. So
she knows, guys. She knows. Yeah. Remy says Tank hasn't felt power like Ryan, and Mario Barris doesn't.
Not only that, that's a good point. He hasn't experienced the power like Ryan has, or the speed.
Right.
Like, make no mistake.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Mario did really well when it comes to his skills in boxing, and he just got careless as well. And that's the thing. You mentioned something real important, Hopper. You have to put 12 rounds. And you got to be flawless doing it. And I think he can. Because he has some power that he can
keep
hold
him
back
honest.
Tank. No one's been able to hold back Tank a little bit. And so when you let him continue attacking, get comfortable, that's what happened last night. That's something that can happen against Ryan Garcia. I just think that it's going to be a little bit harder for Tank. I don't know. It's just the way I'm seeing it right now. And by the way, photographer, perfect. With Goosen, I can't wait to see what's next with, and the improvements he's done. With this new team, and then he proved that in the last fight, So what is it? 2 fights with Goosen right now? And we've seen a lot.
One, no?
One.
Well, because
we've seen a lot from mentally,
one,
physically, and he's a different state of mind. So for me right now, I mean, he wants to be the star. He wants to continue to shine, and I think that I'm talking about this so excited because I know it's going to happen.
Right. Hey,
when you talk about something that doesn't make sense or it's never going to happen, we got to talk about it, but it doesn't get us excited. I'm getting excited because
take this into account too, though, Manny. Right? Who's going to go in there with the momentum, with being the more in rhythm, and that's Tank. Who's been active.
That's all. Yeah.
He's got a fight, and then rumors. I guess this is unconfirmed rumors, but they're saying through the grapevine that Ryan Garcia is doing a lot of partying, a whole lot of drinking. That's why he didn't want the tune-up fight. He didn't want to boil himself down to make weight and then do it again. So if Ryan's not in the gym training, big no.
Manny, does that make you nervous? Does that bother you? I see you adjusting your mic.
Bother me?
Respond.
Fixing my mic here. No, it doesn't bother me. Yes, it hurts. I guess,
but it's just a rumor. Hey, it's a Hopper rumor.
It hurts. The boxer. But I think right now, I mean, with the age and the talent and the stakes are high, my friend. This is where you want to always to be. This is what you've been talking a lot and getting your social media followers excited about on something's going to happen. Aren't you going to be ready? I hate I'm not seeing it too much, but I'm okay with it as well because I know that he's going to focus 100%.
T-Pain
Davis, now he can do so.
T-Pain Manny.
T-Pain.
For the gente, Esme. All right, so she's agreeing with Remy. Same, man. Same. That's when I jump on Twitter to stay up. Oh,
wow. Hating on my boy Devin Haney. Devin the Dream Haney.
Esme, facts though. Kano's still yelling at us.
Stop yelling at me, Kano.
Bájale, Kano.
Count Ryan is chinny. He won't make it.
Ryan is
to the last bell.
I'm gonna have to take exception to that one, just because it's one of those things where people say, "Oh, he got dropped by Luke Campbell." Like Luke Campbell was some scrub. Luke Campbell was a damn good fighter in his own right. Just came up short a little bit against Loma, but
a little bit.
Other than that, I haven't seen Ryan. A little bit. I mean, he gave a good fight.
Oh, my goodness. So these comments are like off the chain today. All right. So, Mr. Denise, we love you. This is great. This is like my favorite comment probably ever.
Chinny, though. Ryan Garcia, Chinny? I don't know, man. He's been dropped once.
Man, he's like fixing his mic again. He's not paying attention.
Auto-tune.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk about it.
I do.
He doesn't.
T-Paid.
All right.
Una cerveza, por favor. Una cerveza.
Hey, what's up, Bo?
Hey, what's up, champ? Riddick Bo's here.
Bo's in the building, man. He just showed up. So, Mr. Denise, we love. This is one of the few shows I listen to for unbiased reporting.
That's right. I'm not biased at all against anybody. I'm not biased, not one bit.
No. Well, I mean, as far as
down the middle.
we have
Viva la Mexico.
for those, in fairness to those listening, they're like, well, they're actually pretty biased. We have our own biased opinions that we listen to and that we share. And, but Manny's clearly the most biased of all of us. Like,
very biased.
Without question. We love it. We love it. All right, so Esme, we love you.
Esmeralda, what is this? Hey, Devin Haney there? What's going on here? I thought we were cool, Esme.
It's a showstopper. Manny, all right, I know your microphone's fixed now. Read that comment, brother. Read it.
I see better amateurs with action than Haney. Concur. 300%.
Cool, Esme.
Hey. All right, salute Puerto Rican rum. Salute back from Cano to Puerto Rican rum and vice versa.
Get a room, guys. Get a room.
Ryan won't take the fight. He'll duck like he always does.
What
up, King? Thank you, Vince, for your
I
comment.
don't think so. It's done.
Puerto Rican rum, man. It sounds like
he's about to sing "Long Live Boxing."
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Hey, yo, let me see if I still got that. No, I don't want to do that right now. It's too much. But he's about to make a banger. Oh my God, Kano's
come on.
Come on,
stop yelling at me. I'm sorry. Come on.
Kano is mad. I love it.
He is mad.
That Kano's my favorite.
Who's got a better IQ in the ring, Kano? Luke or Tank?
He's gonna ask for a stream. Stop it.
Counter question.
Stop it. Oh my God,
he's gonna jump in.
Answer it, Kano. ¿Quién es mejor IQ en el ring? ¿O Luke?
No. Don't challenge Kano, please.
Right, Kano, stop, Kano. Kano's popping his fingers.
Oh my God.
He done did it now.
He's like,
oh my God.
We can't even get to boots. That's how.
I'm your huckleberry.
I feel it's coming. Oh my God. He's going to destroy the show.
Quick, change the subject.
Well, I mean, it's better than talking Boo Boo Andre, though. So.
All right. I think for the sake of the show, because clearly you guys are so fired up and passionate. I love it. Let me get to this quick comment real quick from Esme. I see him at work and he seems a bit buzzed.
Manny?
Well, Manny's always. Wait, is she referring to Manny?
She's talking about who's
talking about Haney.
Haney. Oh no, she's talking. Esme, we love you. Who are we referring to? Because all of us are brothers on the show right now, so it could be anybody.
I'm high as a kite.
We're talking about Haney.
Hey, yo. All right, so seriously. Hopper, before we get out of here, because man, we don't want to run past an hour, guys. That's kind of
look at Kano. Look at Kano. Oh, he answered.
Kano's typing the paragraph as he's. He's coming for you, Manny. He's coming for you.
He's backstage.
How close, Kano?
Here he is.
Okay, let me get to that real quick. Okay, let me see that comment. Okay, all right. So I'll get to everybody. Tank has better ring IQ and it's not even close.
It ain't even close, man. In your face.
Oh, hold on. No way, man. I'm giving you props for your boy, Hopper, Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell's got much better IQ.
Go back to her other comment.
Than Tank. But
all right, so Esme has another comment we want to get to. She said something about Xander Zayas, but we love him, so I don't know what she's talking about. No, playing. We love you. We're a bit biased when it comes to Chocolatito. I remember she said that before. We're like the all Xander Zayas and Chocolatito network, which is true.
Wow. Hey, I love me some Xander, man. Love me some Xander Zayas.
But she's poking.
That's my
she's poking. Photographer's poking now.
Esme, Ryan being dropped showed that he can be done, and a fighter will want to be the one to get it done.
Why won't you all be biased about Zayas?
Wait, y'all wouldn't be biased about Zayas?
Yeah,
no comment. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
I mean, I'm being objective when I talk about Sunday. You know,
Kano's still yelling at Manny.
Stop yelling at me, Kano.
He sets up deadly traps. I can't.
Daily traps? Man. I see them traps. I got them. It's a 2-second trap.
Oh my God. He's gonna be behind the stage.
I'm supposed to be arguing with Kano about Ryan Garcia.
Kano is so far. He got another laptop that he's got going.
He's about it.
Yeah,
Kano, I'm in the party bus, so let's party in the Tank party bus. All right, I jumped on board that one.
So Esme,
Ryan all the time.
Ryan all the time. So yeah, hey, there you go. So Ryan,
as you can see, this fight's gonna be a banger, man. It's gonna cross over to the mainstream. It's gonna be an event. It's gonna be awesome.
We love you, Kano.
We might have to watch together.
No, I think we got to go live for that one if we're not at that fight.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a client of mine at work and always smells like booze. Esme,
you're dropping nuggets. So she pretty much confirmed my rumor.
She's not concerned because she's like, nobody listens to these guys anyway. I can
for real. She's dropping huge mega bombs.
Esme is like dropping TMZ stuff on here.
Heck yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, Chicano
Prophet.
Yeah.
Let's get him involved.
Hey, great to see you back. All right.
Let's get to
great to see you back.
What do you think? Tank Ryan, Chicano.
Take a Ryan. Okay, so before we get out of here, we got to get some quick thoughts though. And the show got totally derailed, but I love it. The passion has been fantastic. It's been amazing. Kano like took over the show. Him and Manny back and forth, and the Cats.
Puerto Rico Civil War.
Yeah, it's off.
Papi, prepárate, Puerto Rico Civil War, bro. Collazo en Bimbito. Wow.
In your face, Kano.
Man, I didn't see that coming.
Man,
I didn't see that.
Get me hype over here.
Hey, thank you very much. We appreciate.
That's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
We are Team Xander.
Team Xander.
No, maybe a fan of Xander.
All right, so I'm going. This important, guys. Attention.
I haven't come out with my
official
with
Ryan
yet.
Someone
I'm trying to see which one convinces me, Manny or Kano. But Kano keeps yelling at me, so I think he has the edge right now.
Lazo next.
Bobby, this is going to be one of those things that I'm heartbroken when I found out about it. I know that Collazo is beat Saludar for an opportunity to eliminate her, but that just didn't seem to happen. Former world champion Bebito Mendez, it's going to go against the sensation and the prospect contender actually now in Collazo, and that's going to have me like really like tense. So I'm excited about that. I hate to see two great superstars, especially from the same country, going at it, because someone's chance of being a world champ, it's going to get cut loose after this fight. And so, but they're both are great. They both represent the island, de corazón.
Hey man, much respect there. So yeah, we're kind of already up against it, but I mean that doesn't mean it hasn't been a great show. And it's kind of cool just for once to just kind of unleash on one topic. I know that it's cool to talk on other different topics, but when you have honestly one of the faces of boxing, he's in the ring, possibly facing another future face of boxing, it's a fight that you got to talk about, and he had an entertaining performance. So I think it's great, and I think it's a great way for us to come back. And man, we love seeing the passion, excitement. Look at this last comment, and then we'll go ahead and give final thoughts from everybody. So Remy says, "Oh man, here we go, Remy. If Tank loses trial, he goes to jail on the spot and takes a month to appeal. Trust me, I know."
Yeah, but with the money, they can delay it.
Yeah, I just hope that he'll get settled.
Kano said he's ready to debate.
Ready to debate. Call him the master debater.
The masturbator.
Master debater. No, he's a debater. He's a master debater at that.
Oh, man.
Master what?
Getting Kano hard, you don't yell at me anymore.
Master what?
And where I'm coming from, because it's mind-boggling to you, yeah.
People are thinking, listen to that show right now, like you guys are going everywhere. Okay, so let's go ahead and because I'm ready to.
I wanna go.
Watch some football.
Yeah, man. So it's time to spend some time with the familia. So Hopper, go ahead. What's your final thoughts, man? What's going on?
Final thought, quick shout out to everybody else on the undercard that succeeded. Demetrius Bubo Andrade made his return, opening event, did his thing, shut him out, dropped Desmond Nichols twice. The fight of the night, though, Royman Villa upset Rashidi Ellis. What a fight, man. He came back and he dropped him twice in the end. And the referee did give Rashidi Ellis like 20-second counts. So, but what a fight, though. Royman Villa, the pressure fighter against the slick fighter. It was an exciting fight. I'm glad I watched it. And also, shout out to Boots Ennis. I think he's being unfairly criticized. They put him in there with a tricky opponent who had constant movement, wouldn't stop moving. And Boots did what he did, and he won. And now I think he's being unfairly criticized. Like I don't think he looked as bad as everybody's making it seem. Like, come on, guys, settle down, take a seat. He went in there. The guy he was fighting was very, very mobile. He was very smart. Just didn't have the power to challenge Boots. And Boots it was a shutout victory for Boots. Shout out to Boots. Shout out to Roman Villa, and shout out to Bubo Andrade for entertaining me. And that's all I asked for. Entertain me.
Really?
Yeah, I love that, man. Well said. Manny, final thoughts, brother. As we get
final thoughts, bro. Let me tell you something. I was pretty excited. I knew I was going out last night, but I typically, when I do, I can watch a couple of fights from any card. So I started watching the boo. And let me tell you something. A couple of years ago, our buddy out there, Edgar Berlanda, fought Desmond, Nicholson. So, and he got a lot of criticism. Of course, he was the first guy that he couldn't drop in the first round and finish the fight. A lot of people didn't give a chance, he didn't to Desmond's ability to be not an A+ fighter, but he's clearly a B minus, I would say. But let me tell you something. From all the talk that Booby has done, by the way, welcome to 168. From all the talk that he's done, I don't think he's walking the walking in. So I get it. There's a lot of fights he wants to be able to make it happen, but no, I just don't think right now 168, Boo-Boo, it is exciting fight. So if you were criticizing Berlanga that couldn't do what he had to do against Nichols, which he did, why can't I hear the same thing about Boo-Boo, which is arguably, I don't want to say much better fighter, but someone has thrown out there that he's the best 160, 165, 168, whatever the case may be in. Lastly, man, how things change quickly from having number one still Virgil Ortiz as the contender for 147. Boots Enos, yes, I agree with you, Hopper. Styles makes fight, and I think right now a lot of people underestimated Kyrie, and then people were upset because why we're putting together, one of the best 147 contender right now against someone an unknown, but also on the other card, there's no secret that Elias, right, Rashid Elias was probably most likely gonna, eventually fight Boots Enos, and that chances goes away against El Venezolano that started slow, but the guy never backed out, and he gave a pretty good show. It was not a robbery. It was not. The second half of that fight was super entertaining. It's up to see. What? With Boots Enos fights Villa next, that's a good showdown for him.
All right, man. Love the passion. Love the passion from the whole entire show, man. You guys have been fantastic. Esme says go Steelers. Hey man, whatever Esme.
Vamos, Cowboy, puro pinche Cowboy.
Hey, show respect, man.
Where I'm coming from, because it's mind-boggling to you, yeah.
Mind-boggling that you guys continue to support us and show the love you do. It's been amazing.
Next week, next Sunday.
It's going to be awesome. We're so excited, man. It's been
Jegba versus Stephen Shaw next week on ESPN. We'll be talking about that one. Guido, the Gladiator Villanello against Johnny Rice on ESPN.
Did you get to see Navarrete Friday?
Who, Vaquero?
Yeah.
No.
Wasn't his last Friday he fought?
No.
Too much.
Yeah, I think it was.
No, brother.
No, bro. We would have seen.
Oye!
Amanda
Serrano coming February 4th. That's going to be awesome. I'm the Speedy Puerto Ricans. Man, I am so excited. I am actually ready to banana and then take a split. Appreciate you guys, man.
Hey, yo.
Thanks for being that engine.
Man, I'm
behind this.
Following.
Chicken sneakeries.
Loved it.
Next week.
Give me your thoughts, Gringo. Give me your thoughts.
Okay, so I think it was a great week, and I love you guys all for tuning in. Damn, I got booed for that. Oh my god, I don't feel mad. That's the question. No, but seriously, want to send a special shout out to Carmen Vasquez. She'll be fighting in Pasadena, Texas, on Thursday, on January 12th. She's on the Fight Night card. You can check it out, NABF. You can check it out there online. Follow her at CV_iBox with 2 X's. She's a great young talent. She's doing her thing, man. She's an awesome young lady, straight out of H-Town, Texas, stand up. And, again, thank you guys so much, man, for all the support, love. This has been amazing, man. I mean, it's been great to come back.
This was fun.
Yeah, this is how we're supposed to do it, man. Because I was thinking to myself, like, is anybody going to be listening?
If you listening, hell!
LongLiveBoxing, they're awesome supporters of our show every Wednesdays. Please, everybody, go follow.
EnVivo. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, como siempre, Mari Marrero.
Sean El Gringo Hicksa.
Hopper.
Hey.
Always breaking it down like it is, like it should be.